in 2, 1.
Book 1, The Ire of Amman. Chapter 3, The Big City. Part 1, An Evening on the Eastern Quay. Welcome back to MERCs and JERKS. Last time on MERCs and JERKS, the Coinbound company found and easily dispatched the interloper that was on board their ship that we colloquially called Mr. Periwinkle, based on the color of his footsteps, thanks to Wonky's lovely little clue spell.
Thanks, Wonky.
They found him and dispatched him. It appears that, among other things, he was posing as various members of the Coinbound. He killed Hush and was rifling through Wonky's belongings. At which point he was found and finally taken out. And with that, we are now rapidly approaching the actual city of Amman, the capital of the Amman chirality, and we're leveling up. So, I will ask everyone on this momentous occasion to start Chapter 3 of Book 1, and to start this episode, to just go around and reintroduce yourself as a player, your main character, your senior officer, and what subclass you have chosen for that character, since all of you have chosen a subclass now. Additionally, and this is a little surprise for both the players and for the audience, from here on out, and retroactively, every level up will come with a little luck bonus.
Ooh.
Because you guys have been lucky enough to survive to a new level. So that's going to be a new little tidbit we'll implement. For the time being, at least, it will be 1d4 luck per level up. So that means each of you, after you introduce your new subclass, if I will ask you to roll 2d4 and add that much to your luck ability score, up to a maximum of 20, which I don't think will be a problem for anyone.
Not at all.
I assume no one said. Yeah. All right. So, if I can ask, well, maybe speaking of Ricky, since you spoke up, perhaps you can start us off.
Fantastic. My name's Ricky. I am playing Stomper, Philip the Stomper. And I have just taken a brand new subclass created by me and Luca, the Showstopper Rogue.
Yes.
Fun stuff coming with that.
Yeah. Big circus performer vibes. So yeah, go ahead and roll 2d4 for me, please.
That's a 2.
Total? Oh no.
That's a 2 total.
All right.
Thank you for not making me add my luck bonus.
Yeah. All right. So your luck goes up by 2. That's better than nothing.
Darn
cool.
tootin'.
So next up, maybe we can go to JP.
Yes, sir. My name is JP. I am playing Wonky, the Cyclopean wizard, who is relatively rookie to the Coinbound company and is the navigator as well. Keeping in theme, my level 3 subclass is going to be the Divination or Diviner Wizard.
Very nice. Fuck yeah. Go ahead and roll 2d4 for Wonky, please.
Here we go. That's a total of 4.
Oh, very nice. So, as a reminder also, everyone does have a backup character who is also level 3. So, while we're introducing our main characters, while other people are introducing your main characters, feel free to roll the 2d4 for your backup characters and just quietly do that in the background as well. All right, let's go to Isa next, if that's all right.
Yeah, I'm Isa. I'm playing Crown. She is a Path of the Beast barbarian.
Hell yeah. Very nice. Go ahead and roll your luck dice, your 2d4.
Yeah, this is gonna be the make it or break it of my use of digital dice tonight, and we'll see if that works or if I'm cursed again.
As usual.
Okay, this is good. This is a total of 7. This is really good.
Oh.
Maybe
Very
the
nice.
digital dice will make it after all. Who knows?
They could just be messing with
Very
you,
nice.
gain your trust so that they can screw you on later. You later on.
No, it's famous last word. This character absolutely dies today. This is what's happening.
I did bribe the Roll20 admins earlier today.
Wow.
I told them
Crazy
make
how
Iza's
much soldiers
first
die.
roll amazing, and then just keep it up for the rest.
Then mercilessly murder her afterwards.
Yeah. All right. Last but not least, Justin, if you want to round us off.
Sure thing. My name is Justin. I'm playing Mayo, the quartermaster of the Reven Beaver. And I will be playing I'm playing a paladin, and the subclass is now the Oath of the Crown.
Very cool. Excellent. And then give us our 2d4, please.
Yeah, sure.
Luck.
That's 4.
4. Very nice. And so as a reminder, there may be occasions in the future as well where you can get some more luck, but this will at least be a guaranteed little boost every time you guys level up.
So we're adding this to the actual modifier, or like not the modifier, the skill?
Yeah, to the ability score.
Yeah.
To a maximum
as a
of
reminder,
20.
Exactly. Yeah, just like strength and so on. Barring a magic item, you are capped for your ability score at 20. So yeah, luck in this game is an ability score that we'll call upon once in a while for luck checks, but it's also, and possibly more importantly, a resource that you guys can use to adjust your rolls or the rolls of your opponents when times are dire enough. And with that, we are ready to approach the beautiful city of Amman on the north coast of the Zikbet Peninsula. You guys are sailing roughly northeastward on the first morning, and thus the first sunrise that you all have ever seen in your lives. You pass a number of stepped vineyards, most of which have been abandoned and buried in 300 plus years of ash, despair, and neglect. And you finally learn firsthand why this river is called the Gilded River, just shimmering away in this early morning sun like a thin sheet of gold on the surface of the water.
Has the ash been falling for more than 190 years or so?
Yes.
All right, so even for Stomper, he's on the deck just in awe.
Yeah, absolutely. The colors are insane. It might be blinding a little bit to you guys. The colors might be, a little dazzling. The heat as well might be a little strange to you all. So, you sail on towards Amman, passing these sad-looking vineyards. The land only barely arable thanks to the chirality spellcasters. All these people kind of huddled together to enjoy their first sunrise. And you eventually pass the small village of Berifa, one of the last kind of villages before you're in Amman proper, famous for its fisheries and the little ferry that'll cross the Gilded River. You see some throngs of townsfolk gathered, listening to someone dressed in the very same colors that you're witnessing now for the sunrise, some like golden yellows and beautiful oranges and pinks and so on, as they address them from a sort of pulpit, a sort of makeshift pulpit that's been carried to the river's edge. Their speech carries over the water somewhat, though it's hard to make out entirely. They speak of something like, and we welcome the dawn of a new golden era, a time of peace, prosperity, and plenty. This person appears to be a priest of some kind. If anyone wants to make a little perception check or religion check or similar, you are free to do so.
I'd love to do a religion check. This is a 5.
That's more or less all you make out. Yeah, you guys are sailing past pretty fast, so yeah, unintelligible for the rest.
16.
I'm
Ooh.
staring. Stomper is
16 for
staring
religion
up at the
specifically.
sun. What is that? Why is it hurting my eyes?
-1 perception for you. Just,
You beat me to it.
Permanent sunspot.
yeah.
Well, an elephant never forgets.
Yep.
To that point, you actually witness a lot of people are staring up at the sun, and perhaps Mayo knows this as part of this kind of part of this faith. This appears to be a priest of a sun god, locally called Betatis, a pre-Orichallan Zigbetan deity of the sun and healing and fertility, and thus a heretical religion in the eyes of Amman, who are fiercely Asherite. So possibly a future contract for the Coinbound company to take out another priest, quite possibly. That is definitely within the scope of your purview. And you hear them saying things like, "Drink in the gifts of Betatis, take in their sight." And as you watch people seemingly, possibly willingly blinding themselves, just staring at the sun to take the gift of Betatis. And you sail on through more of these kind of very small homesteads that are clustered on these very steep slopes of the Gilded Valley. All these little gray-stoned villages. Many of them are abandoned, of course, but as you get closer and closer to Amman, they are more and more populated. And currently, almost everyone that's awake is just staring at the sunrise and enjoying. But you do hear the occasional cloppity-clop and kind of rattling on cobblestones of the occasional animal, the very precious occasional bit of livestock, and carts and so on, possibly pulled by people as well, on their way to and from the city of Amman. And right about then is when you finally catch a glimpse of the magnificent city of Amman. You see, first of all, the twin spires of Amman, like two great, dark, twisting candles. They stretch up into the sky from either side of the great river, with hundreds of smaller towers and bridges kind of springing out from this corkscrewing core. Each of those smaller towers, quite the sight in their own right. These sort of Gothic-looking spires almost look organic, as though they grew up out of the ground. They look a lot like those sand castles that are so popularly built on the beaches of Amman, like hundreds of clustered towers of dripped wet sand that all kind of spring up around each other. And stretching out from their base is the low-walled city of Amman, dwarfed in comparison to the tower. Not only do the towers dwarf every other building in the city by an order of magnitude, but their stone is made of a dark basalt imported from the Smoking Coast, the great volcanic range that spans the southern edge of the massive desert peninsula to the southwest. So itself, this specific type of stone, a mark of opulence for this very old city. As you sail into town, you approach the first of a half-dozen multi-tiered bridges, each packed with shops and residences that stretch hundreds of feet above the river, the first of which is the Yellow Gate. The gate is opened for the Reven Beaver, a very familiar ship in the city of Amman, and you all pull up to the eastern quay, one of the most colorful, diverse parts of town. Overseen by Ammonite Marines, the quays of Amman are one of the few places in the world where dwarven reavers of the Dreamer's Sea can rub elbows with crews of Maokan sea lords, stone-skinned sleepwalkers of the Haas Mountains, and even the silver-tusked Mariusi warlords and their 100-strong clans. You all dock and are greeted, as usual, by a small contingent from the Keymasters Guild. So, like, sort of the dock working guild. Keymaster Segan, who is pockmarked and has like sort of red splotchy face, along with 3 heavily armored guards and a Triclops dressed in their traditional linen robe and veil, all approach your ship, and Giggles takes the lead with his various ledgers and notes all in hand. various exchanges of parchment and notes are passed, and there's various signatures as one by one, each member of the Coinbound and each of Masalhe's sailors are checked for any magical possessions by the Triclops. The Triclops being an individual bred by ancient Orichalans to sense magic with but a glance. They basically have at-will detect magic and several uses of identify. And so they are also identifying magic items, and all of this is being recorded. This brings me to an important point,
Yeah.
one that has not really come up prior to your arrival in Amman. You all, as part of the Coinbound Company, come with a lot of privileges in the city of Amman. Your little coin-shaped clasps carry a lot of authority and a lot of weight here. Firstly, you're not searched invasively beyond your magic items being identified and made note of. You're not made to sheath and bind your weapons with a little red ribbon, meaning you're allowed to carry and even unsheath them at will. You are also even permitted to carry your magic items with you, though you cannot use them. And on that note as well, you are permitted to cast cantrips within the city limits, but nothing stronger than a cantrip. So important things to note, unless you are willing to break the law and possibly draw the ire of Amman upon yourselves. These are rare privileges. You will note I said you are allowed to keep your magic items. In Amman, any unsanctioned magic items are purchased by the city and basically confiscated, although you are remunerated for a slight, a little bit of coin. And thus, one by one, you're all checked. And right as the Triclops kind of takes a look at Finnegan for the first time and sort of cocks his head, looking where the mask should be visible, right on his face, the invisible mask, golden mask that you found beneath the Temple of Amman, the entire process is interrupted by three figures that carry a lot of authority. There is a pair of lurks, meaning officials from the Ammonite Bureau of Internal Safety and Security, also known as Abyss, and a Sky Warden. Though this is probably the first time any of you have ever seen one this close, the Sky Warden is unmistakable. This is one of the Chirality's 12 ultra-elite Drake-riding honor guards, who is decked out in head-to-toe golden yellow gear beneath their black and green cloaks. Each of them kind of, beyond the color palette, has their own set of gear. This particular Sky Warden wears half-plate, twin short swords, and a quiver, though there's no bow to be seen, nor is there Drake anywhere to be seen. And each of the Sky Wardens bears the name of one of the 12 virtues of Asharut, the local faith. This particular Sky Warden is called Ez, meaning temperance. Just
Weird.
like our little temple. As for the lurks, they are dressed in their own black and green, kind of very distinctive bureaucratic robes, but they also detach their yellowish gold pins from their lapels and hold them up for closer inspection. Clearly engraved is Abyss Division 3 Officer Salomon and Division 3 Officer Koroa.
My badge.
Yeah, exactly. Officer Salomon is a clean-shaven youth who looks to be no more than 20 years old, and he remains fairly quiet while Officer Koroa, a middle-aged woman, addresses the crew. Coinbound Company. Well, on behalf of the Chirality of Amman, its most excellent Dyad, Order, and the 12 virtues of Asharut, it is our most distinguished pleasure to welcome you all back home. Who is in charge here?
I am.
Ah. Commander Crown, is it? If I'm not mistaken.
Exactly.
If my
The one
information
and
is up to date. Well, and now addressing you primarily, we regret to inform you that the Dyad is currently indisposed, but they will be most pleased to hear that the Coinbound Company has finally returned. I trust you come bearing good tidings.
Yes, and a bounty. which we would love to collect as soon as possible.
Ha, absolutely. It should be no more than a day or two before the Dyad can meet with you. Please, you say you have the bounty with you.
Yes. She is in the holding cell.
Well, fantastic. If it's all right with you, Sky Warden Ez will board your ship presently and collect them.
You may verify that she is here, but until payment is made, unfortunately, I will not release our prisoner.
Very well.
You understand.
Certainly. I can only expect such subtleties from one such as yourself, Commander. Very well, Ez.
Well, one has to be thorough.
Fair enough. There's nothing that we at the Abyss know better than thoroughness, after all.
My trunk kind of snakes forward and taps Captain Crown on her shoulder with a little motion of,
Yes.
come here.
What is it?
And I lean down and I whisper, how did they know you were captain?
Well, I wear a golden badge.
Yeah.
Oh, so she asked
Silver.
first.
She said, you must be the captain. Oh, Captain Crown.
No, she said, who's running this show? And then you said me, and then she said, oh, Commander Crown.
I mean, she did. That is a fairly new development, so that would be interesting to inquire. But I am wearing a different badge.
Yeah,
than
yeah. So
yours. Perhaps
your badge matches all the other officers' badges.
Wonky is suspicious of the behavior, even though he's new. Maybe this is customary, but his passive investigation may not be enough. He's gonna inspect for any kind of magical spell that might be cast on the warden to see if they're truly who they're supposed to be.
Okay, sure. Are you using just a skill check, or do you have
I'm gonna
some
go for a
kind
skill
of,
check because spells are not allowed. I know we're not yet inside.
Right.
Does that mean we're allowed to do spells on the boat?
You have passed through the yellow gate, so yeah, you are technically within the city at this point. But yeah,
so
good,
so
great
I don't
point.
want to risk imprisonment. I'm just gonna go for an Arcana check.
All right, go for it, please.
10 plus 8, 18.
18.
Holy
It's
cow.
a very good check. It's a very good check. That said, these are ultra elites, so I will just say, for the record, you could imagine these folks having DCs in the upper 20s, just for the record. But
Yeah.
totally seems legit. They are wearing head-to-toe orichalcum gear, orichalcum being a real-life kind of mythological metal that is still kind of mysterious as for its exact components, and that is a big part of orichalcan culture, is the use of orichalcum. It's a very yellowish quasi-golden material that is noted in this world for its high enchantability. So you would not be surprised if every piece of metal that this person is wearing is enchanted. That would be totally par for the course, and totally possible that they also wear a bunch of mage armor type enchantments, armor of Agathis, or what have you, various enchantments that last several hours as well, whether cast by themselves or some other officials and so on.
Okay, awesome. Finnegan would just then say, right this way, Night Warden. Better be keep an eye on this one. She's a wily bird.
I'll run an insight check. Just
Sure, please do.
Make
Yeah,
sure.
please do.
With my little warning, could I give help to Captain Crown with her insight?
I would definitely allow that. Yeah, for sure. And to your point, I will just to clarify a little bit, they did ask who was in charge, but they did seem to know Crown's name without asking Crown's name.
Which
That
is
wasn't
what I
me
was trying to
misspeaking.
get at. I guess
Yeah.
I misspoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're good. It was a valid thing to bring up. That's why I'm clarifying, just for the record. It's not me, over, yeah.
17 insight.
Love it.
All seems legit. You know that members of the Ammonite Bureau of Internal Safety and Security are definitely a little bit on the shady side. They've got access to plenty of resources and intel and spellcasters and whatever else they need. And it is not typical for the Coinbound to like interact personally with these folks. This is definitely an atypical encounter. Normally you guys deal with the Keymaster personally, and then you just head into the city, and then you speak to like a representative. Also not typical for you guys to meet personally with the Dyad, meaning the two rulers of Amman. But from what these folks are saying, you are about to, or very shortly. So definitely ringing some like alarm bells, but everything seems to be truthful, if not a bit foreboding, perhaps.
All right.
Possibly a
Okay, so
little
good
bit
to know.
more going on with this mission than kind of initially met the eye.
I sure wish I had the message cantrip.
We're
Yeah,
allowed to cast
only.
cantrips, it's true.
Yes,
I'd
cantrips
be
are totally
pointing
allowed.
at everybody.
Obviously,
Just like-
displays of aggression, which count like enchantment type spells, those would definitely be met with hostility anyway. But you guys, exceptionally as Coinbound, are allowed to cast cantrips within reason, is kind of the stipulation. For
Message
whatever
is
that's
pretty reasonable, guys. I'm just saying.
I totally think that would be reasonable. So the Sky Warden Ez, without a word, steps aboard your ship, and you folks bring them to the hold and show them Sister Bisha.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Can I stand
go in.
intimidatingly behind the captain at all times?
Sure.
Great.
They follow you guys down one set of stairs into the kind of little hold where you've got Sister Bisha chained up with her fingers possibly broken or not broken, Schrodinger's broken fingers. And I think I still haven't gotten to that episode in the editing yet, so I still don't remember if you guys actually broke her fingers or not.
That's what happens
but
when you slam a coffin on top of.
I mean, we definitely talked about it.
Yeah.
it was definitely talked
It
about.
was
Yeah.
discussed, but
If
We
it's
broke
my
the
character
spirit
that
of her fingers.
didn't break the fingers, then they're definitely broken.
Okay. Okay. All right, let's just say they're broken then. That's fine. You've had a like a day or so to break some
We've
fingers.
healed them
so
so we can break them again.
oh god,
yeah. Well,
who healed
we'll
them?
we'll get
Don't worry
back
about
to that.
Don't worry about it. I know a guy.
Healed you.
Oh, Luca.
Yeah. Yeah. Please.
So, you said we were allowed cantrips,
Yes.
Aye.
but not leveled spell. What's the stance on definitely magical but not spells, such as
Depends on
class
effect.
abilities?
You're in the clear, baby.
Not
great-
clearly
Yeah, that's
not
a-
asking for myself because I'm a barbarian, but
That's an excellent question. That's an excellent question. I mean, how would it be worded in universe? I should have thought about this.
I'd allow
perhaps
it.
lay on hands.
Sounds like it's all about hostility. What the
I think it'll
intentions are
be
behind it.
on a case by case. Yeah, hostility. Again, enchantment things being considered also hostile when you're like manipulating someone's thoughts or emotions. That's definitely an act of hostility, at least in the eyes of like authorities.
Gotcha.
I think that might have to be negotiated on a case by case basis in character. I don't mean by the player. I mean in character.
All right.
So-
All right.
Yeah. Great question, though. I appreciate it. Okay, Ez gives one glance to Sister Bisha and says, Sister Bisha? She looks up and her eyes are kind of bugging out. Again, to see one of these 12 Sky Wardens is like a big fucking deal. And she says, Ez says, you have disgraced the Temple of Temperance, and you are a disgrace to the faith of Asharut.
If he pulls a weapon, oh, okay, good.
Yeah, content to have laid eyes upon
Scorned her.
upon Sister Bisha. Yeah. Well, based on I mean, whatever. At least they needed to gaze upon them. Perhaps they have some kind of spell that was cast to kind of identify whether or not it's the right person. Unclear. Not very obvious. If there's anything you guys want to do during that interaction, please let me know. Otherwise.
Well, there was a nice intimidation roll. I don't know if it was with advantage or not.
Either way, it was pretty good.
Well, did you have? Did you
Sorry,
have
who is-
advantage or no?
I don't know. I don't think I did.
No.
I missed who was intimidating who?
When I was standing intimidatingly behind the captain.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I don't think you would have had advantage.
I mean, even
15's
though we
not
were in a
bad.
retinue,
Yeah.
We were flanking him.
I mean, there was
Yeah,
flanking
that's true.
happening.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Flanking famously gives
And I'm
advantage on ability.
bigger than anyone he's
true.
ever seen.
Possibly. Pretty. Yeah, you're definitely pretty fucking big.
Dude, I'm big enough to ride on, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
He's like in the
that's true.
top 12 ranking most powerful individuals in the entire state.
Other than
Just by accident.
other than the actual like Dyad, the actual rulers, who themselves are an ancient dragon and their comrade. But yeah,
Got it. A level
Other than
20
them-
sorcerer and an
yeah.
ancient dragon.
He
Cool.
feels something poking.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Is that your coin purse, or are you happy?
It's my dagger.
Be too careful.
They definitely.
Blunt dagger.
I'll give you this. Ez definitely clocks you, Stomper, and kind of looks you up and down, but that's as far as what that means. Yeah. For the record, also, the Skywardens always wear, whether they are an armored individual or not, they always wear, whether it's a helmet or a mask, they wear something of the yellowish gold orichalcum covering their entire face to aid also in, like, charisma checks and so on. So, and therefore concealing their emotions to some extent.
When he leaves the
Very-
room and it's just us for just the moment, I'm gonna be like, smells like he shit himself.
Awesome.
I'm going to possibly. Finnegan is going to celebrationally break out his bagpipes and sing a song of conquest on behalf of the glorious Coinbound company, so that there's no mistaking that we, achieved our objective. So as many people in earshot can hear that it's us. I'm gonna also use a cantrip called Beckon Air, which creates a breeze strong enough to ripple cloths, stir dust, rustle leaves, and close and open doors, just to basically have dramatic poofing of of clothes and
Hell
doors just
yeah.
like
Absolute
blasting open
flare.
as we're like water waves, just like
My ears
speckling, to
flapping
and
real
fro
hard
as-
in the wind.
Yeah, as I'm performing.
Hell yeah. And you're performing like
heart out.
openly right on the deck of the ship to everyone
yeah.
within.
Absolutely.
Everyone on the
in
key.
a very Irish pirate accent,
Hell yeah. Roll with advantage, because
which are
that totally
which are in
warrants
some
it.
ways redundant. Here we go. So that is a 26.
Very, very nice. You all, as the Coinbound, are already drawing a lot of eyes and even like a small crowd of like either fans or just curious folk with like morbid curiosity, wondering how many of you are returning, the state of the Reven Beaver, if you're coming home with any captives and so on. And it's also not atypical for the arrival of the Reven Beaver to occasionally accompany the arrival of some new and up-and-coming potential recruits. So you've got a whole crowd gathering, and they hear your new tune. Is this like a new song about
Yeah,
the
it's
last
a brand
two
new
chapters,
sea
basically?
shanty about the conquest
Oh.
of the Reven Beaver and the Coinbound Company when it came to looting, plundering, and pillaging said temple in town.
Please sing it
Fuck
for
yeah.
us.
Yikes. Because that's where the Irish / pirate the kind of yo ho ho
Give us
vibe goes.
the opening couplet and the title.
It's just like, there once was a coin-bound company fair. There we were pillaging and violating here and there, and so on.
I love that. Imagine that
Fuck
but with
yeah.
bagpipes, like alternating.
And
Incredible.
You singing and you playing the bagpipes.
Oh
Yeah,
my
like
god.
he's singing, but also playing the bagpipes like out of his nostrils or something, or on the left side of his mouth.
To be fair,
Fuck
most of
yeah.
the bagpipes is filling the bladder and then squeezing it. So you just gotta
True. So it's like
breathe out. Like you could actually be playing the bagpipe as you sing and then refill it in between lines. So your
Please
song
make
just
that
got
as
better.
a part of like what's coming up in this episode. It's just the.
Yikes,
That was
that's
fucking awesome. What's the
impressive.
title of this new ditty?
Hopefully it's not a ditty.
Hey yo. Yo,
Oh.
that's, I didn't even realize that a ditty was one of, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
The title is "I'm Black and I'm
Did
Proud."
say
Whoa. I
he did
dig
say
it.
I'm pillaging and violating.
Let's call it the
so
no
it could
pity
be a
ditty.
Oh.
So
Oh
much
my
baby
God.
oil.
Wow. I love it. Good shit. Speaking of attracting a bit of a crowd, if any of you have a backup character, perhaps this could be the time to, if you would like, to have them step forward and just introduce themselves and possibly ask for a little job.
Now you say a backup character?
Or just a backup. True. I was
Uh,
just thinking, based on a conversation earlier, I was thinking about the backup, but it could also just be a
Now
backup.
skip the
for sure.
backup character. You have to have a backup
Yeah.
backup.
Off the record,
have
you
to,
can
but
get this
no.
part
Start
out.
with the backup.
my backup. His stat rolls are all in the chat. If you just scroll back up, you'll see them all.
A
in a
young
row.
dill
Cool.
pickle emerges.
I did forget to roll his fucking luck stat, so let me do that.
Hey, you know what? I think maybe someone doesn't quite step forward right away.
Sure.
But if at the back of the crowd, like kind of hiding, is a halfling. Not quite hiding, but like she's small, and so like behind people's legs, kind of just observing and trying to slowly melt into the shadows, and will, as soon as the Coinbound company start exiting the ship, it's just gonna try to slowly follow from a distance.
Very cool.
And
Awesome.
rumbling past her is this giant half-orc. Like, and I'm saying like dead sprint. Oi, Coinbound, let me in, please. Big, loud, brash, and obnoxious. Definitely stands out in a crowd.
Sure. And they're one of like maybe half a dozen folks that are like looking for recruitment, and so probably Short Stack, who is in charge of such affairs, starts taking applications effectively and interviewing, and we can kind of just have that going on in the background for now. So yeah, in the future we'll also have like a bank of sort of unclaimed backup characters that we can like kind of have some random tables as far as the species and class and so on, and then we can just have those kind of on deck as little NPCs / potential backup characters to be claimed, if you'd like. Okay, awesome.
Can I also add one last thing?
Yeah, please.
I mentioned it in the chat, but Finnegan's luck had all but run out with a 2 from like practically getting his face sliced off in the temple and so on. And I had forgotten about that, so I managed to extremely luckily roll 4 on 2 different d4s for a total of 8, bringing my luck from 2, which was a -4 modifier, or -3. I think -4 anyway, back up to 10.
Yeah,
which is a
-4.
0 plus 0
Fuck yeah, dude.
modifier. So we're back in the game.
Fuck yeah. That's awesome. Good shit. Okay. So the Lurks, Salomon and Koroa, as well as Ez, let you know that they'll be hanging out, basically right in front of the ship until it is time for you guys to be summoned and to meet the Dyad. They do offer. We know that. Sorry, it's Koroa. We know that your company usually holds up somewhere in Tavern Town, but if you'd like, we can certainly secure some more comfortable lodging in one of the bridge houses on on Yellow Gate if you
You-
would like to
you
stay
know-
in kind of more luxurious housing, assuming you do not wish to stay aboard the Reven Beaver in the in your typical cots and bunks and so on.
I mean, certainly, part of the crew will remain. We
Oh yes, of
always
course.
What's the cost?
deny. Yes, that's leading question here.
Oh, the all such expenses will be, of course, covered by the most generous Dyad of the Amman chirality.
Well, of course, and I would, far from me to put in question the generosity of the Dyad, but what's the occasion?
Well, the Dyad is most pleased that you have completed your mission so handily and that you have returned so rapidly. It's only been a few days since you set out. And for the record, also, I meant to mention this earlier, and this is just reminding me. Wonky is the only one of you who's never been to Amman. Or maybe you have, but like a very long time ago. Wonky's very old, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and you've spent like you were basically the Coinbound just before heading to Talam had another contract which you were coming also to cash in for, which was to basically raid and destroy a library, an ancient library which was kind of lost and then refound more recently, and in it was Wonky. And you were ordered to destroy all of the contents of that library, although Wonky became the one exception, as he accepted the offer to be recruited in the Coinbound in exchange for not being destroyed as part of the library. And so, Wonky, this is your first time coming to Amman.
Wow.
And so, yeah, all of this took place within the last week, tops. It's only a couple days' ride to Talam.
I'm only a mere cyclops. What do I need to do to become a real triclops like you?
Do you ask that
Growing
of the
Yep,
the little
yep.
Triclops?
100% like dedicated to becoming a real triclops.
Wow.
Cool.
That's a thing.
Let's go.
The Keymaster Segan speaks up on behalf of the Triclops and says, "Well, you see, the Triclops. Sorry, I'm Keymaster Segan. You see, the Triclops were purpose-bred, a little bit like the orcs in The Lord of the Rings by Saruman." Which is totally a reference that makes sense in this world.
Yeah, the play.
Yeah, it was a great book series.
For-
I love The Lord of the Rings.
Excellent plays, yeah, street
The
plays.
blind Tolkien, we all know.
Yes. Jarnathan R.R. Tolkien. Anyway, the Triclops are purpose-bred, non-reproductive, mule-like tools used by the various Orichallan
Wait.
cultures. and
Wait, you
kingdoms.
talk about yourself
Obviously,
like that?
No, this is the Keymaster talking about his tool who stands beside him silently.
Oh, okay. My confusion.
Are they giants?
They're definitely on the tall side, yeah. They're like medium pushing to large.
Huh.
They do seem to have some amount of like cyclopean genetics, but they've been kind of artificially selected, selectively breeded to be a sort of mishmash of that plus perhaps like some kind of elven heritage or something else. They do have 2 eyes. They wear a sort of linen veil over their head, and you see that when they cast things like when they use their at-will detect magic and when they use identify, their third eye kind of splits open. The kind of their fleshy forehead splits apart sideways, like a sideways eyelid, to reveal their pale, kind of blind-looking third eye on the center of their forehead.
Sterilize
So-
me, Daddy. I'm ready.
I rolled a 7 on Arcana,
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna.
and I'm
Oh, go
gonna
ahead.
say to Wonky, hey Wonky, man, you just gotta open your third eye, man, like he does. You just open it. You're good.
I don't have a forehead, man. I just got a giant eyeball.
And I poke him just below his eye. Right there, man. That's where your third eye would be.
That's where my nose is supposed to be.
So where's the
I think,
second?
yeah, he would need a second eye before he gets... Are we thinking that he can just sprout eyes?
I mean, isn't that what that guy did?
No, he opened his third... He already had 3 eyes.
I mean, there was 2, and then it opened, and then there was 3.
You ever close your eyes?
And he only has 1.
No.
I will head to the library
on
with
purpose.
my spare time to research this.
Yeah, look into your third eye, Wonky. Look into your third eye.
Wonky scurries hurriedly towards the nearest library.
Oh, I apologize. Speaks up Abyss Division 3 Officer Corolla and says, I'm afraid that until such time that you've met with the Dyad, you all will have to remain on your ship or in whatever lodgings you choose.
Oh.
Under our supervision, of course.
Captain, I think I'm going to stay here.
That's a very fair choice. So will I. Either way, we have recruitment to take care of. Would you mind at least letting us step off of the ship to...
Oh, absolutely.
Speak
We will
to the
just
crowd.
have to... Of course. We will be right here.
Right. You guys go guard the end of the, dock. We'll be here talking to our recruits.
Certainly. And they take a seat on some little benches, like little stone benches that have been carved into the side of the quay. Basically, right. So the main street level is like maybe 4 yards up from maybe call it 15 feet up from the quay level, and the quay itself is almost like a less wide pedestrian and sort of carriage-drawn avenue for unloading docks and goods and so on, and for just chilling by the river. But the main road being higher up. And then there's all these stairs, very steep stairs to take you to the main city, which is even higher. But yeah, there's some little stone carved benches in the side of the quay that they just hang out on within 20 or so feet of your gangplank. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Your little plank, your little walkway. So yeah, you can absolutely speak with your recruits if you'd like.
I pull the officers off to the side as, I've been sober now for almost a week, since this mission started. Well, sober, relatively. No hard liquor.
That's why you don't have the shakes.
Right. So I pull them all to the side. Right, we do this recruitment, we get a few people on board that we think we can trust. We need to pull this ship out before nightfall.
How so?
Why?
I don't trust these people. If nothing else, we go beyond the Golden Gates, pull around the side, drop a few people off in a lifeboat to go investigate, and then come back in the morning.
To be fair, if we're going up against a Dyad, as it seems we will meet...
We don't even have to investigate. I'm just
I
thinking
don't think
safety.
we have much of a choice
Right.
in the matter.
If we pull away, though, because we're allowed to stay on the ship. No one had to say.
I
No one
feel-
said where the ship could be.
I feel like they might get a little suspicious if we're holding their cargo and we take off.
I mean, they hadn't paid us for the cargo yet, so why would we deliver?
Hey, I'm just pointing out what I think will happen. But I'm following the commander crown.
We are currently down how many officers? 8? Something like that. And you've seen this guy. Just crazy, dressed up in all of their armor, probably heavily enchanted. I don't know that we have much of a choice in where we're going here until we meet at least with the Dyad.
Wonky says, well, when in your mind? And he jumps off the edge of the boat to go straight to the tavern.
We can leave before he comes back. That I'd be okay with.
Might not be a bad idea.
We just really got to find a new navigator if we're gonna do that.
Yeah, I don't even think he was. In my mind, we didn't have a navigator. Let me just put it that way.
Good luck navigating without me, guys.
The Sky Warden and the 2 Abyss Lurks stand up as you kind of depart, Wonky, and they say, I apologize, my friend, but until the senior officers have reached a consensus as to where you all will be sleeping, we will not permit you to venture off on your own.
Oh, sorry. I thought you guys already decided.
Can somebody bring kegs of beer, ale, mead, with maybe some
That
food?
can certainly be arranged.
I mean, we would like some
Absolutely.
meat. Meat would be great, since the Dyad's taking care of us, since we're stuck here.
So the senior officers haven't yet decided where we can stay?
No, we're the senior officers. We have to decide where we want to sleep.
You know,
And either way, it seems like if we decide to go into that fancy inn, we're staying into
We can't
the
split?
fancy inn until. I mean,
We can split,
We
but
can empty the whole boat into the inn.
no. We just have to decide who of us is going to stay in the city and who of us is going to stay in the boat.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Finnegan's gonna stay in the boat, and Wonky's gonna go into the city.
Yeah, but when you say into the city, I just want to point out that I'm pretty sure they mean only at the inn.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And then it would also be Wonky along with all the other senior officers. So Crown, Mayo, and Shortstack, and Giggles.
No,
Because
never mind.
you have all been, just to clarify, all of the senior officers are to meet with the Dyad. This is also quite exceptional. Normally, it's only the commander who has to meet with like an advisor or like a representative, but exceptionally in this case, the entirety of the senior officer kind of contingent is going
Got
to
it.
meet personally with the Dyad.
Yeah, we all have to
Claps
stay.
on the back and handshakes, and so on.
So our main characters have to stay together.
Correct.
Got it. So we can stay on the boat.
I mean, yeah, fine.
The question is, do we trust them to not either steal our prisoner or blow up our boat while we're away?
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Fair
that's,
point.
That's
and
my train of thought.
you know,
here.
what if they lead us into quote unquote inn, and it's just their prison? They could just throw us in prison.
Yeah, we'll stay on the boat.
This place seems to be run on order, and unless they're doing something sneaky, they
Short
probably
stack
need
having.
to.
Oh, go ahead.
They would probably need to save face, which means they're probably looking to meet with us. However, I wouldn't be surprised if they stole our prisoner while we were there.
I'm gonna refuse to pay, which we can't have that.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Short
definitely
stacks
can't
off.
have that. I've been meaning to talk to you about the books. We are not doing okay.
Listen. Times are tough. We just lost 8 officers.
Yep. And you'd think that would help our bottom line, but we are in the red.
Well, no, because then we have less people for pillaging. It's. To be fair, this was in the red before we became senior officers. That's not our mess, but we gotta clean it up.
There's not even a black paint on the ship. I think they always anticipated we'd be in the red.
Alright, so we're staying on the ship for the night.
Fantastic.
Captain.
Great. So, the night passes uneventfully. They totally arrange for you guys to have like quite a fucking feast. As much bev and various food as you'd like. Meat of unknown variety, since it is currently, the second day officially of sunlight and of, coming out of times of dire scarcity. You're probably eating at best, stray dogs and stuff. Possibly some rats or some pigeon. Pigeon would be quite the... But they're sourcing kind of the best of the best, it would seem. And, yeah, plenty of bevs. Is there anything in particular you guys would do or talk about before we kind of fast forward ahead a little bit?
Short stack has like just kind of been vibrating around like a chihuahua. Commander, Commander, I don't trust this, Commander. Everything just seems off, Commander.
What seems off?
Everything.
I mean, that I'm agreeing with you on that. That's just highly unusual.
But command.
But
Command.
everything's been highly unusual for a while. We just toppled the town. There was a dragon.
But Commander, if they don't pay you, I mean, then we're gonna have to raise the whole town.
I mean, I do not think we are in shape to fight the entire chorality of Amman.
What's your job again
I'll
on
do
the
it for
ship?
you, Master at Arms.
Right. Okay.
I keep order. I maintain the rules.
Right.
And yeah, clearly he does it while trembling like a frightened chihuahua.
This is nervous excitement. We're definitely gonna have to raise this entire town, and I'll do it for you, Commander. You just say the word.
His stutter went away.
Your loyalty is staggering. It truly is.
He did not stutter.
But you should
I
keep looking for more recruits, though.
I swear fealty to you, Commander. Anything you say, I'll make it happen.
That's great.
Including burning the
Now
whole
you-
town to the ground.
Laying on a little thick, in my opinion. There, short stack.
Well, Quartermaster,
You know-
I could help you too if need be. You are part of my crew. I could raise
I'm
this
good.
town for you if you need.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and go out and do that? Take Wonky with you.
Right. Wonky's on the infiltration team. Got it.
Y'all infiltrate as much as you like.
And then he goes back to vibrating.
Yeah, vibrating. I'm gonna relish in this party. Finnegan cannot resist a party, so he's gonna be out there swigging and recruiting. The point is to impress and see if we can get some impressionable young scallywags to join the crew and beef up our ranks while he's out there doing card tricks, magic tricks, music, pirouettes, and just overall telling stories to sell the idea of the Coinbound.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and give me a little roll of
The
some
old
sort.
performance. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. That totally
I call it a nat 20 for 28.
Wowzers. Fucking A. Very nice. Not only do you come back with a number of eager recruits, you guys are definitely going to be able to bolster your numbers, but word is rapidly spreading throughout town. On your way back, possibly, or as you're kind of wandering around, you overhear a number of random passersby who aren't necessarily aware of you as a member of the Coinbound talking about, oh, the Coinbound are back, the Coinbound are back. Oh, yeah, I saw the Reven Beaver. Oh, yeah, and there's a Skyward in there. Oh, and word is spreading fast in Amman. And you guys definitely will be able to get some juicy new recruits. Your numbers are going to go way up if you guys are willing to take on, depending on how many folks you guys are willing to take on.
Can I
Everything from kind of commoner level mooks to, level 3 backup characters.
Can I roll some sort of insight to try and weed out the not so great recruits?
The mooks.
Yeah,
So that
please
we
do.
get
Go
the
for it.
cream of the crop.
Great idea.
Very nice.
Great idea.
My insight's not even that great, but let's see what we can do. Oh my god. That is a 5 in total.
Oh, yeah. These guys are all excellent. They all pass all your tests. They all recited the alphabet backwards and everything.
Everyone
Super
has
legit.
excellent physical health.
Yeah, oh, yeah. You hand selected a couple that are amazing. Yeah, there's one guy that coughs up blood, but he swears it's just today for some reason. Yep.
I'm pretty sure like one of them
cough.
complimented my stance, and I was like, yeah, you're in.
It's just a montage of you like passing on. You're like helping short stack recruit and just like giving an absolute ton of check
There's
marks.
dudes begging at the pier, and you're like, you.
Oh yeah, you're in.
Yep.
You look tough. Yeah,
You're in.
awesome.
Damn.
No, you know what happened? It's that I looked at the quartermaster's book or whatever, logbook, and I realized we need a bunch of cannon fodder soldiers
That
to
we
throw at
can't pay.
missions. So I was like, bring them all in, Cap.
The meat grinder, baby.
It's a It's a die before your first paycheck type of deal.
Very
Yeah.
now
We pay
Yeah.
monthly. Pay bi-monthly.
we pay
Yeah.
we pay annually at the end of your first year.
At the end of your
there's a
first
trial
year.
period. That's
Yeah, that's the first year is a trial period. Then we pay at the end
Yeah.
of the following year.
We pay when you leave the Coinbound company, but the only way to leave is to die in battle.
Man, that
There's been
sure
some
feels like the
addendums to the
military.
contract.
yeah.
Yeah, the Javelin memo had some updates.
They're signing blank pieces of paper. We just fill in the details after.
Yeah, that's it. We just take their signature. That's
That's
it.
what that nat 20
Yeah.
was for.
Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah, exactly. You're signing over all of their inheritances, and yeah, but minus any debts. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Right. You keep all the
Yeah.
debts. We keep all of the inheritance.
It's a thorough contract.
Yeah.
So I'm
Awesome.
gonna
I
use
love it.
before the night ends and while we're still doing some recruiting.
Sure.
Stomper is actually, being in the right mind. The commander stayed on the ship. He's technically not one of the senior officers. So he's gonna use some abilities. He's gonna hide in plain sight on the deck of the ship and appear 15 feet away in the middle of the
What does
crowd,
it look like?
ducked down. And it's almost like a magician show when you're watching them on stage, and he walks behind something where obviously something should be coming out the other, like he should be coming out the other side of behind this pole or whatever. Essentially, it looks like I walk behind the mast
mast.
or something, and then poof, I'm gone.
Whoa.
A bus passes by the ship and he's gone with the bus.
That famous water bus that
Yeah.
Yes.
passes in front of a
The
mall.
famous water bus of Amman.
In the
It's
desert
called,
of
it's called a
Amman.
ferry.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay, Wonky is gonna essentially keep an eye on the booty, and I mean
Nope.
our prisoner, and we're going to put a hunting trap, and hide.
Okay. Sick.
And after I teleport, I'm going to hit that quick change act, and I'm going to pull out my disguise kit, which there's only very few things I can disguise myself as.
Like a different elephant.
No, I was thinking I was going to make myself look like a
sensual
really
belly
fat,
dancer?
like Tabaxi.
No, he's dressed as that thing on the
Tabaxi
ship that's
has
at the
a
front.
trunk.
The masthead.
The figure. Yeah. Nice.
The elephant siren.
But he has like beaver teeth on, so it looks like a beaver.
Oh yeah. Hell
And
yeah.
then you realize just how many people have never seen a beaver in their life.
With an elephant snout.
The Gilded River, famously home to the rare giant beaver, which is the dire beaver, which is like as big as big as
As big as a
Stomper,
Loxodon,
so-
right?
Yeah, 100%.
The dire beaver.
That's actually
knew a dire
legitimately
beaver.
in my notes that there are dire beavers on this river. That's
Wow.
that's 100% precedence.
We
So
should
that
catch
totally
one.
works.
But anyways,
Cannon?
That would be awesome.
I'm disguising
Imagine the
myself so
dance
that
of a dire
no one
beaver.
recognizes me as a member of the Coinbound, and I just want to kind of push the best recruits to the front.
Okay, doing the making up for Mayo's recruitment tactics.
Right. He's going for cannon fodder. I'm going for people who might actually do something.
Cannons.
Going for backup.
Hey, cannon fodder is very important. You can't shoot cannons without
It's true.
fodder. Okay?
How that works?
Go ahead and give me a little check, Stomper.
That's a nat 20.
Oh
Nice.
my God.
Shit.
Very nice.
The digital dice are blessing us.
Sneaking around and
Yeah.
kind of subtly pulling the strings to make sure that the right ones find their way to the right people and the wrong ones are just endlessly caught in a bureaucratic red tape loop and just never, hopefully never find their way to Mayo.
The famous
So it just-
Coinbound red tape.
Yeah, yeah.
It's essentially there's a line that's moving and a line that doesn't move, and I keep moving bad candidates to the line that doesn't move.
Right.
There's one
Finnegan
line
is
that
just-
just goes around the ship in a
Yeah,
circle, and it's
exactly.
a never-ending
Oh,
line
dude. That's rough. Like through the
Finnegan's
water.
just sending a
through the
steady
water.
stream of potential recruits, and then
You gotta hold
yeah.
onto a rope in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it.
Dude, that would be a sweet hazing method to recruit.
Listen,
What's that?
They're gonna let me in
are
now. They're
a
gonna let me
mercenary
in.
Company, but
Let them all in,
yeah,
bro.
we
Let them
truly
all in.
are also.
I walk up to Wonky. I'm like, hey, Wonky, I think that line's supposed to be for you.
By the way, Mr. GM, that's 2 nat
Yeah.
20s on recruitment.
Yeah, I know. That's definitely noted.
And-
yeah, that's good shit. Definitely, basically, as many Coinbound as you guys want, you guys could totally refill the
Can
roster.
I please have a ranger with a dire beaver companion?
Companion.
Hell yes. How about everyone calls one kind of, for now they'll be an NPC, but they will be up for grabs. / it can be your backup for sure. So Beastmaster Ranger with
Hell yeah.
Dire Beaver.
Yep.
100%. How about anyone else have one that they want to call off the rip?
I want a broken barbarian that's got like 0 in intelligence, and everything else is pumped into like strength and constitution. I want a big dumb cannonball.
Gotcha.
Hell yeah.
Is there a way to make an artificer in this setting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be no
guns.
gunpowder in this because
Yeah, for sure.
this is definitely old school Iron Age type vibes, but yeah, we can totally make that happen.
Great. Someone to fix up the ship at least.
Sure.
Ooh.
Weird.
Yeah.
There's this lunar sorcerer who happens to be proficient in carpentry skills.
Ooh.
Cool.
Very nice.
Very cool. Is that the half orc?
That's the half orc.
Very
Sick.
nice.
Sweet.
Very nice.
Good shit. Cool. That's 4 right there. Excellent. So
Oh,
with
and,
that, yeah,
warlock
please.
as well.
true.
Just
Just cause.
sneaking in there.
Yeah, little sneaky.
Can we get a monk
halfling
up in
warlock.
this bit?
Because we need 8 guys, right?
Yeah, you guys can honestly have as many backups as you want, but just consider that only 2 of them are like usable until one of them dies, basically. And
For
then
sure,
we'll-
for sure.
Until that time, we can consider them just basically NPCs, pretty much.
Yeah. So
Can we get a monk to help train the new recruits?
Oh.
Sure.
Little fist fighty monk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Or yeah, whatever. Make him whatever.
Call him Fist
Dragon.
By the way, by the end of the recruitment drive, you've all heard of like 12 different Loxodon with different descriptions. It's like, oh yeah,
True.
he helped me get to the front of the line.
Almost recruiting.
Yeah, and Short
Almost
Stack
coming
has
into
like
adrenaline.
Short Stack has 12 Loxodons on the roster somehow, but come tomorrow there'll only be 1. And Stomper,
The
obviously.
ship begins to sink.
yeah, also. Good shit.
Can elephants
Alright.
swim?
Very well, actually.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because they got a lot of fat, I guess.
Yeah, they're buoyant.
Because then we could just put the Loxodons in the front of the ship and have them like
Let's
kind of.
use the rope that we were using to
Yeah.
to strap them
Yeah.
to the outside, like a buoy on the outside of the ship.
Like a buoy.
Oh, that the rope along the outside reminded me of a deep dive that I went on at one point. One of my infamous Wikipedia deep dives. Little Google search for you guys to do later. Look up keel hauling.
Oh yeah, I know what that is.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I know
I
what
like
keel
that.
hauling is.
I know about
They
that.
Pretty terrible.
tie a rope
fucked
to your
up.
hands
Really
and a tie a
using
rope to
keel
your
hauling.
feet, and then they pull you across the bottom of the ship.
So
And
the ship-
if
Yep.
you
They keel.
survive,
Barnacles.
your punishment is
Hey.
done.
Haul you
Shit.
across the keel.
Yeah.
And one thing that most people fail to mention when they bring up keel hauling is that most of
Barnacles?
these sailing ships are completely covered in barnacles because we didn't have diving gear back in the day to go take those off.
Yeah, so they're hard and rip up your
Super
whole
fun
body.
infections and all that fun stuff.
Yeah,
Assuming you didn't drown.
you really
the way.
didn't live. You didn't live.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Unless
And if
you
you
were a
did-
Loxodon.
Yeah.
which I assume have tough.
Okay.
Max barbarian might survive.
Cannonball.
Yeah,
True.
the real stupid one.
Yeah.
I don't know. That'd be pretty equitable to like max fall damage, but poison damage.
True.
He'll
Yeah.
rage.
It's the rest.
Don't worry about it.
So, with that, I think we can call an end to this episode of Mercs and Jerks, and we'll pick up next time as you guys wake up and are brought to meet the Dyad of Amman.
Yeah, recruitment.
Yeah.
Dope.
Risky.
You've been listening to Risky Roll. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and buy us a sandwich.
Also share with your friends.
Maybe hit that little bell
But
icon to
I
get
just the
notification.
sandwich.
And also
He really wants a sandwich.
the sandwich thing. I don't know if we put that in the first part. If we can just circle back to the sandwich thing. Buy us a sandwich. Dill pickle.
That'd be great.
If you could get sandwiches for doing that.
A singular sandwich. There's 5 of them.
Yeah, we can share.
It's a singular
Everyone gets a
sandwich.
slice.
Just put mine on
Everyone
dry
gets
ice
a
and mail
slice.
it to me, guys.
I want the balloon.
Yes.
slice.
It's on the Javelin memo. Everyone gets a slice.
But I
true.
didn't get that memo.
And you never will.
Slice as in a slice of the whole sandwich or just like a layer?
It depends who's
Oh,
making
no,
the
no.
sandwich.
Slice.
Horizontal
No,
slice.
they're horizontal slices. This wasn't specified in
Yeah.
the contract.
If
Sorry.
the barbarian makes a sandwich, it's horizontal slices. If anybody else does, it's vertical.
Yeah. Canon, the barbarian's name is Slice.
Slice.
Love it.
Yes.
Nice.
Or horizontal slice. Slice for short.
Slice for short, yes. Horizontal. Horizontal pea slice at your service.